What's good, everybody? This event infected millions of players. That is the title of this video. Most epic moments in WoW. We're going to be checking them out together. Let's go. Let's see how many I participated in.
Thousands of players, World of Warcraft has seen its fair share of unique events. As World of Warcraft approaches its 20th anniversary, moments like these...
And I really mean, how many did I partake in? We'll check it out.
It seems like there's always something new and exciting going on in Azeroth, so let's take a look at some of our favorites throughout the first 10 years of WoW. In 2004, during WoW's first year of release, players would eventually come across the zone Hillsbrad.
Did not participate in this.
Despite the zone's beautiful and seemingly peaceful
I know of it.
Hillsbrad would actually become one of the deadliest
South Shore.
Years. The
zone
consisted leveling quest lines for both Horde and Alliance. The Alliance's main town, South Shore, was located here, and the Horde's town, Terran Mill, was a little ways up north, located here. Their close proximity caused players to constantly bump into one another, and all it took was a little spark of world PvP.
Yeah, the Alliance rogue is a bitch. What a loser.
With both factions spawning nearby in their respective towns and immediately running back into the fight, a never-ending battle waged on to push the enemy back into their town. There were no actual objectives like in modern PvP modes. Players were just fighting each other for the pure fun of it, and they became server legends. The endless battle was a precursor to the introduction of Battlegrounds a year later, and would be immortalized in the modern PvP brawl, Terran Mill versus South Shore.
So yeah, I wasn't a part of it, but I knew exactly of it.
The destruction of major historical landmarks across the world. With zones forever changed, questing players had a chance to be visited by Deathwing, but not in a
definitely participated in this. Got the achievement.
Anybody unlucky enough to be in his path. The sky would change, wildlife and flora would be set ablaze, and players who have found themselves in range.
We all thought it was the end of the world of Warcraft.
They would earn the fitting achievement, stood in the fire.
I definitely stood in fire. On purpose, though.
In 2005, the Rise of the Blood God patch was released, bringing with it the Zodiac raid.
Know of the event,
the Soul Flayer had a surprise
but I didn't participate in this.
Accidentally killing thousands of players and causing an
it's
pandemic. Hakar had a
is it the yeah?
Corrupted
and it stays on you, and you go have fun and infect everybody else.
Normally, this debuff would be removed at the end of the encounter for anybody that still had it, but there is an unforeseen carrier. Companion pets. Animal companions could be hit with this debuff, and if they were dismissed before the fight ended, they would retain it until summoned again. As soon as the first infected pet was summoned in a capital city, everything was set in motion. No longer contained in Zul'Gurub, the debuff spread like wildfire to everyone and everything, players and NPCs alike. For nearly a month, players were being killed by corrupted blood, so much so that players would distance themselves from each other to try to contain the spread.
It was the original COVID.
So infamous in-game that it would forever be known as the Corrupted Blood Incident. A little later, after this virtual pandemic, epidemiologists from the CDC used data from this incident to help aid in disease modeling research.
So Deathwing's the only thing I've participated in so far. I know about the Gates event too, but I didn't participate in it. So far it's just Deathwing. I'm 1 out of 4, bro. What kind of WoW player am I?
During this event, no matter your level, you could contribute to the war effort. Low-level players could turn in Light Leather or Peace Bloom, for example, while endgame players could turn in Thorium Bars or Mageweave Bandages. Every player was contributing resources to help complete this quest. Once completed, it took 5 days for these supplies to be boarded onto Zeppelins to Silithus, but in the meantime, players had to craft the Scepter of the Shifting Sands, then ring the gong. This would open the gates and players would have to make a stand, fighting off the old god Cthulhu's minions. What followed was known as the 10-hour war, and as you would assume, for the next 10 hours, Cthulhu's minions would burst out of the gates fighting all that damage.
That would have been so... That's such FOMO, but so cool. This is why I don't mind fear of missing out things. It's like, bro, how cool is it to actually have been participating with it? You were there. It's like your tell toy. Your tell story. Is that it? Nah, they're gonna make another one of these.
Epic moments of WoW history, like the opening of the AQ gates or battling through Blackrock depths, reimagined as a raid.
They're gonna make a part 2 of this, and I hope I'm more than just 1, because this one was 1 out of 4, and that's kind of sad. But at least I knew of every event.
There's never a bad time to hop in and contribute to WoW's history yourself. Any fun events you remember that we missed? Leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you in Azeroth.